I have a second channel, Cube Comp MTDX. Hey everybody. So we're here looking at all the piles of stuff in my closet in my bedroom, and I happen to spot this piece of paper here from 2013. The horrible state of YouTube as of November 10th, 2013. And there's, all this stuff here going on. And I'm thinking to myself, geez, 2019 is actually being more a repeat of 2013. So I'm going to be talking about that a bit in this video today. Okay, so here we are in the tech room, and here's that piece of paper. So I figured let's go back and review 2013 before I start on 2019. So, back in 2013, YouTube was pulling all sorts of experiments, such as pushing the new and current one-channel layout and forcing everybody onto Google Plus, which is now practically non-existent. Yeah, that you see how well that worked out. But yeah, just stuff like this. So this goes back to like 2012 actually. So not just 2013, but also 2012. So first thing, the low more show more button was re-implemented on the site. It used to be YouTube at first, a long time ago, before the one channel layout was pushed out. They I think it's back in 2010. One time they decided to try out the load more button, to where you scroll a certain amount and all of a sudden, instead of just the videos auto loading, you have to click a button to make them load. You have to click the load more button to make them load, and you'd have to do this over and over and over and over again. It'll just drive you absolutely freaking insane if it's a really big channel. But you have to click this load more button over and over and over again. Well, they got rid of that at one point and went back to, I think it was paged browsing, where the channel videos, the uploads, you would just click through page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, so on and so forth. And YouTube decided to conveniently reinstate the load more button, the dreaded load more button. The load more button would appear on the channel uploads, and it also appear on playlist, among other things. And the load more button was just absolutely freaking annoying. It was freaking annoying. I had a custom user script made for it, and you could actually go online and download user scripts to just click the load more button for you every time you scroll through a video. But oftentimes, let's say I click the load more button 20 times, and I click on the video, and I click back. Oh, bam! It takes me back up to the top of the page. I have to click the load more button 20 times again to get back to where I was. See, that was one of the reasons why the load more button was so hated by people. Okay, next. Oh yeah, this has to do with channel video monetization for partners. When I started as a partner back in 2011, anytime I upload a video I want to monetize it, I had to actually had to explain commercial use rights. Had to declare that the video and its content was, of course, either my own content or it was licensed for commercial use. Well, and around this time period of 2012-2013, they got rid of that, and you just had a button to tick. And this is back. Monetization was a bit more difficult back then. I can't say for certain, but I think it was reviewed by people, because usually the videos weren't always monetized right away. A lot of times they would sit in like a review queue before they would actually get monetization. But anytime, let's say I uploaded a video and I had royalty-free music from, let's say, Incompetech, I no longer could explain, and there was no longer a box to type in and check a box saying this video contains music. However, it is licensed for commercial use. So almost every time I uploaded something with music in it, I'm talking about royalty-free music, not stuff that's licensed by Universal or Warner Music Group. I'm talking about actual royalty-free stuff. The monetization would get declined, and I'd have to explain that this is, and that's when they would give you the opportunity to explain that the content is eligible for monetization. And then you have to go through a review process and blah blah blah. It was annoying. Thankfully, it's gotten a bit better than that. I mean, you still don't have to, when you upload a video and you select monetize, you don't have to put in, you don't have to type in your rights and everything for that given video anymore. But it's the process has definitely gotten better. But when it was first implemented, it was kind of a pain. Here's another YouTube partner related topic. In April 2013, estimated earnings for every channel you own no longer show up in Google AdSense. So it used to be I could log into AdSense and view my up-to-the-minute earnings for a given day, like the current day. I could go in there and I could see the earnings for not only Cube Computer Channel, but also my second channel, Cube Comp MTDX, or back then it was Bike Geek MTDX. I could go in there and see I could see the total earnings for both channels, as well as up to the minute earnings for both channels. It was a whole lot better than relying on YouTube analytics for each channel, because with YouTube analytics I'd have to go to both channels. I had to go to each channel one by one, get the earnings data, which was always at least 2 or 3 days behind. It was never up to date. Get that, add it together, and figure out what my earnings were. It was ridiculous. But there for a while, AdSense still showed the total earnings, which was different than estimated earnings. The total earnings, generally, I would take that number and multiply it by 0.84 and get the estimated earnings, which was roughly, it was a rough way of guessing, of getting the earnings, getting what I used to get before, up to the minute earnings. Well, some point later on in recent years, Google AdSense no longer shows any data like that. It's just blank. And like I say, YouTube Crapalytics, as I call it, for that, it's just never been a good tool for looking at your earnings data. And I think it's still not a good tool, because last time I checked, everything was still 2 or 3 days behind. Now pretty much I know what my videos earn when I get the direct deposit in my checking account that month. Yeah, thanks Google, appreciate that. Another thing. In May 2013, the one channel layout was introduced. And of course, as you know, YouTube, they voluntarily introduce it, and then a little ways later they force it on you. And the one channel layout nowadays it's been refined. It's not nearly as bad as it was then. But used to be YouTube would allow you to give your channel a custom background image, and it was, I liked it a lot better than what we have today. The solid white. Yeah, I don't care. I just don't care for it. But as I mentioned, it's more refined today than it was then. Here's a good one. Some of you may remember the Get a Better Name on YouTube pop-ups that came along in 2013. See, that was around the time that YouTube was trying to force Google Plus on its users, and it eventually did. The way they started out was by voluntarily offering the opportunity for you to change your YouTube name. Well, what if you didn't want to change your YouTube name? You mean you would just click no and have to click a few different things to get out of the thing, or just click the hidden little X in the corner? I did that for the longest time. Eventually, what YouTube decided to do is say, okay, if you're not going to make the change, we're going to make it for you. So if you don't make this change, you can't leave comments on your videos or any videos. So more or less they forced. So Google forced their sorry excuse of a social networking site, Google Plus, on YouTube. There for the longest time, even the email notifications from YouTube would say, YouTube comments are powered by Google Plus. I mean, I got a poster right on the wall over here. Yeah, it says YouTube, hang on. Yep, YouTube comments are powered by Google Plus with a Learn More button next to it. Oh yeah, Google Plus, we don't know how wonderful that was. Even Google realized how wonderful it was later on, because I think it's this year they shut it down. Yeah, waste of time. So it was at that point that YouTube, I think this year or last year, whenever this happened with the Google Plus shutdown, YouTube no longer requires you to have a Google Plus account to interact with the site. Channels, however, are still associated with a Google brand page. It's kind of like the guts of Google Plus, but I don't know. But yeah, in 2013, you know, they did that. They forced Google Plus on people. And oh yeah, summer, I mentioned, summer 2013, I mentioned, name change / Google Plus pop-ups intensify. Yeah, they got more and more aggressive with it. And summer 2013, we had issues with pages not loading properly. Fall 2013, oh yeah, this is a good one. Every time a video would end, and once you got to the end of the video, the description and comments tab would automatically switch over to the share tab. So if you're leaving comment, you're typing a comment, and the video happens to end, bam, it goes over to the share tab, and it this goes away from what you're working on. And that was single-handedly probably one of the most annoying things outside of the Google Plus enforcement that year. Was anytime I'm watching a video and all of a sudden the video comes to an end, they automatically switch from the description and comments to the share the share tab. That was so flippin' annoying. Okay, here's another one. Oh yeah, in fall 2013, Google Plus boxes start showing up daily. The ones that nag you to switch to get a Google Plus page for your YouTube account, they were doing it daily by that point. Okay, November 2013, Google Plus forced on YouTube users to leave comments. The comment system, oh yeah, it was also broken. Half the time comments would show up as YouTube comments, and the other half the time they would show up as Google Plus comments. And administering comments, it was annoying, but I will say this, that was also the time that YouTube started to offer comment moderation. Yeah, of course, YouTube comments, they were just an absolute disaster, and that was one of the reasons why Google Plus was forced on YouTube, was to try to clean up the comments a little bit. I mean, back then your comments were limited to like 500 characters. You couldn't leave URLs. So, for example, if I want to share and include a link to one of my videos for somebody to watch, I couldn't do it. There was no profanity filters, nothing. It was a mess. So that's probably one good thing that came out of Google Plus being forced on YouTube, was the ability to moderate your comments. So yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and read out this last section here. So yeah, November 2013, Google Plus forced on YouTube users to comment. Comment system now broken. Pages don't always load properly. Many users are angered over what a mess YouTube has become. The number of unused / unwanted Google Plus accounts has skyrocketed. Yeah, Google Plus. They have lots and lots of accounts. I guess trying to brag and say, hey, we have a lot of accounts like Facebook does. Well, the question is, are they actually used? No. So that's Google Plus. That was just an absolute disaster. Google decided, okay, we're going to try to compete with Facebook. Yeah, you're going to try to compete with the big dog of social networking. Good luck. So now we got 2012 and 2013 out of the way. Let's focus on this year. YouTube has done some things this year that just absolutely annoy me as a creator and also as a viewer. For one thing, Creator Studio, they decided to introduce a new beta version of it called YouTube Studio. And it's just an absolute mess. The layout is absolutely freaking awful, especially if you're on a 4x3 display like I use. For example, my left display is 1280 by 1024 pixels, 4x3. My right display is a little bit wider. It's 1400 by 1050, but not widescreen. YouTube's new layout for Studio just looks so dang awful. It looks terrible. Everything's so crammed in. It's just when the old layout was so much better. Thankfully, we can still use the old layout, but I imagine by the end of this year it's gonna probably be going bye-bye. The old layout is so much easier to navigate. It's much easier to edit videos on. It's just so much better in so many ways. YouTube is more or less taking a system that was not broken and trying to fix it and making it into a real mess. It's kind of like what they did in 2013 with half their site, you know. And also they're doing it with the upload, the video upload tool. They're taking something that worked so much better, and now they're trying to make a new YouTube Studio version of it, which is, again, it's this absolute flipping mess. It really is. It's awful. Now, I'm not going to mention everything that's going on with YouTube this year because I probably can't think of it off the top of my head, but I mean, there's that. There's, you know, that alone is rather annoying as a creator. When they just when they take stuff like that and just mess it up for whatever forsaken reason, they gotta mess it up and say, "Oh, we improved it. It's a new interface. It's much better than ever before." No, it's not. Not at all. And now let's go and focus on a different part of this as a YouTube viewer. So you know that you may know that roughly a year ago, I retrofitted all my TV box computers, my little home theater PC boxes, to instead use Windows Media Center all the time, to just go to YouTube. And I use the convenient YouTube Leanback interface, which is what is ran on most smart TVs. Excuse me, my nose itching. They use it on like Roku boxes, on smart TVs with Roku built in, and other smart TVs. More or less, the YouTube Leanback interface is just a web interface based off of, I think, HTML5 that just runs in your TV's web browser. Your web browser is in full screen mode, and you navigate with the remote control. Well, they had a version available for what, almost a decade. It started in 2010. It's been out there for all these years, where you could set your HCPC up to navigate it with, let's say, your Windows Media Center remote, and it was very convenient. You could use it to cast videos from your phone or your PC to the device, and it was nice. The interface worked really well with the remote control. I liked it. It was really nice. Well, in October 2019, or excuse me, in September is when they announced it. September this year, 2019, YouTube announced that we're going to be ending. We're going to be closing off this feature unless you have a supported device. More or less that little cheap plug-in USB stick that, or excuse me, HDMI stick that plugs into your TV, or if you have a newer smart TV with the functionality built in, if you have a Roku box, one of those devices, something you have to go out and purchase. You have to forego your nice home theater PC and go to Walmart, Best Buy, or Amazon and pick up this cheap end, or sometimes not so cheap end, device to accomplish what you accomplished before with your home theater PC. Well, truth is, there's an easy workaround for that. It's called changing the user agent of the browser. And on my machines, I changed it to that Roku, and it brought the functionality back just fine. Yeah, on October 2nd, they decided they of course, shut off access to any computer showing a user agent of course, a computer web browser, saying, okay, this, and what it does is if you go to the website youtube.com/TV, not to be confused with the YouTube TV streaming service, what would happen is it would just redirect you. It would give you a message and redirect you to the desktop YouTube interface. And when you're using a I don't know where's that, but if you're using a remote control, it's not so easy to navigate a keyboard and mouse website with the little bitty remote control. So, changing the user agent, got that fixed, and all was well. But later this year, very recently, I noticed the other morning when I woke up from sleep, and of course, I'd actually did shoot a video of this about this. So in my bedroom, I have, of course, the TV box cube. It's a little HCPC, and I run YouTube's Leanback on it, and I use it to play back sound videos of like white noise and whatnot to sleep to. It helps me sleep. Well, I noticed that in the morning, I wake up, or actually no, I was just barely asleep, and I hear the sound to stop. I'm like, what did it stop for? And I wake up and I turn on the screen, and I see video paused. Continue watching. And I'm like, what's the purpose of that? What, they're trying to save bandwidth a little bit? Well, yeah, I mean, that's probably one reason behind it, but for all these years, you could play a YouTube video and it would play until it ended. Nowadays, it may play halfway. If it's a long video, we're talking about videos that are like 10 hours long, by the way. 5 hours in, it would stop playing and ask me, video pause, continue watching. It's like the free Pandora asking if you're still there, or Netflix asking if you're still there. I heard Netflix does this as well, and I think it's probably where YouTube got it from. Wonderful Netflix. Okay, everybody, this clip is actually from a different day. I just wanted to add in a few things on this video that I missed when I shot the last part. So yeah, over the past decade, there's just been so much crap going on with YouTube. They've made so many changes to the site, or having to do with policies, or just whatever, that just makes you scratch your head like, why? Why are they doing it? So, in addition to what I just mentioned, there's like a few more things I just thought of. And this is another one that has to do with being a creator. Is, I think some point this year or last year, they started implementing a policy to where videos that potentially do not have advertiser-friendly content will be filtered on advertising. The videos will only get select ads and things like that. And you will notice by looking at your video manager or Creator Studio or YouTube Studio Beta, whatever you want to call it, and seeing a little monetization symbol showing yellow instead of green. I have had so many videos that were not flagged as that. They just, after uploading them or at some point later, they would change from green to yellow, and it would say video not suitable for all advertisers. And you know why? It's because YouTube is, of course, using an automated system to determine this. It could be by something you have in your description. It could be by something you have in your tags. It could be by something you have in the title of the video. This something. this something. It could be something in the video. I mean, for all we know. But for some, just out of random sometimes, videos will show up as not advertiser friendly. And I'd have to go into monetization tab, and I'd have to select request manual review. Now here's where it gets even more annoying. Now for Cube Computer Channel, it's not quite as annoying because the channel has over 10,000 subscribers. If the channel has over 10,000 subscribers, they review stuff quickly, and they make a determination. Which with Cube Computer Channel, thus far, as of to date, everything I've submitted for appeal has come back 100% fine. Every time I've submitted a video for manual review that was flagged as not advertiser friendly, it always came back fine after manual review. Now for CubeComp MTGX, that channel has less than 10,000 subscribers. As of right now, it has like 2,500 or something like that, roughly, or closer to 3,000. I can't remember the exact number, but less than 10,000 subscribers. So if one of my Thunderstorm videos or whatever gets marked as not suitable for advertisers, sure, I can submit that video for manual review. However, since it doesn't get 10,000 views in a certain amount of time or whatever, I forget the exact number, they won't. You just forget it, because it will probably never get reviewed, and that's annoying. And I'm sure there's a lot of content on YouTube that has been marked as not suitable for all advertisers when it actually is fine. It's just something in the title, just some random thing. Trick YouTube's automated system into saying, okay, this video is not good for advertisers. Okay, here's another one for creators that's kind of annoying. Now, YouTube did this because they had to comply with the law. I think they had a lawsuit or something like that. But it's the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, or COPPA. And YouTube recently instated a policy to where we all must take action as creators. We must mark our channel or videos as intended for children or not intended for children. And we must say that either this video is not made for children or it is made for children. And the videos that are made for children, lots of different things are turned off. Like you get less advertising on that content. This a variety of different things. And if you if you make a video that's made for kids and you mark it as not made for kids, their system may automatically audit you to see if you're telling the truth or not. Yeah, YouTube will actually, according to what I've read, YouTube's system will automatically make the determination if you don't do it yourself, and they may also audit that determination as well. So yeah, rather annoying to say the least. So in addition to the new YouTube Studio Beta, which is literally a real mess, which also you must use YouTube Studio Beta in order to comply with the new rules of YouTube about marking videos as for children or not for children, which I think I mentioned you can just mark the whole channel that way and just mark all your videos with that selection. The new YouTube Studio Beta, yeah, it's a mess, but get this. They also had to rack up the uploader too. You know, the upload tool that hasn't really changed much in several years. Yeah, they had to mess with that too. You know, fixing stuff that was not really broken to begin with. I mean, it's YouTube. What do you expect? It's what they've been doing for years. It's annoying to say the least. And speaking of the uploader, here's something that has been going on for much of this decade. You know, when you upload videos to YouTube, if you have any sort of special formatting in your title, like a parentheses, plus or minus sign, dash, or whatever you want to call it, periods, commas, you name it. Oftentimes what happens is most of that stuff, when you drag and paste the video into the upload tool, YouTube's uploader takes that title and it's just conveniently stripped it of all your formatting, so you have to manually re-enter it again once the video is done uploading, or while it's uploading. Again, it's one of those things of like, what's the purpose? So I'm going to go ahead and give you an example here on video of a video on CubeComp MDX. Now this is just a sample title, but I upload lots of Storm videos to CubeComp MDX, and they always have some formatting in the titles to note the date, the camera I use, and what have you. And every time, I always have to go in and re-enter the formatting. And it's like, this wouldn't happen if YouTube would have just left it there. That's ridiculous. Why do they do that? I don't get it. Another thing that's recently changed is YouTube, I think the terms of service. And there's some stuff in the terms of service these days that is getting creators upset. Matter of fact, I think one thing that was added to the terms of service or revised is it reads something like, YouTube has no obligation to keep your video on our site. We can remove it for any reason whatsoever. Or something like that. But yeah, I'm not going to go into detail about that. I'm sure there's a lot of people on the site who have, and you can definitely check out their videos. But so yeah, as I mentioned, I'm probably not going to cover every single little thing, but that's just a general idea of some of the things that have been going on. It's just stuff like that that just it annoys you. It's like, why? Why do you do this? Why can't you just leave the site be? Leave it alone. quit messing it up. Quit doing stuff like this. You're taking something that's working fine and breaking it and saying, "Oh, it's fixed." No, it's not. You done messed it up. So I'll say this year hasn't been quite. I mean, the quantity of things is not as high as 2013, but still some quite annoying things. And I got a nice video coming up soon about Google Maps. Yeah, Google Maps. That site's been a real mess this year. So, anyways, that wraps up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Well, guys, that's it for this one. But it doesn't have to be. There's plenty more videos on the channel to check out. Also, if you liked the video, please click the like button. And if you absolutely hated it, there is the alternative button as well. But yeah, please subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate it. And remember to click the bell so that we get notified of all updates. Also, if you're interested in things aside from computers and technology, check out my second channel. It's CubeComp MTDX. Over there you'll find videos about weather, elevators, bicycling, and pretty much whatever else I figure out to upload. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for your support.